Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out at the range doing a little bit of plinking today. And I brought out a couple of old 22s to do some plinking and shooting. And this one we're going to be taking a look at in this video is actually one of the very first, if not the very first vintage 22 that kind of got me all started on collecting 22s. I did have my Mossberg 146 BA before this one, but that was really the only vintage 22 I had. Then a friend had this one available, and I had an old shotgun he wanted, so we traded. And what we have here is a Remington model 41P, and the P stands for peep sight. It has peep sight on the back. I'll give you guys a nice flyby on it. It's a very, very nice piece of walnut. There's the peep sight on the back. And it has a hooded front sight, really nice, with a round circular insert in there. This one was made in, can't remember the month exactly, I believe it was April, but it was 1937. So 1937 on the build on this one. And this is a great shooting gun. I'll raise this up just a little bit. This really got me started being really interested in shooting very accurate, very nice target shooting. And I've never done anything more with it. It doesn't even have the ability to mount a scope on it. So, but we are going to shoot 50 yards with this. I'm going to shoot off the bench, off the rest, but we're going to shoot 50 yards. I have 2-inch splatter bursts out there. We'll do a couple of different groups with it. I did sight it in with these Aguila Super Extras, and I don't know what the point of impact change is going to be, but we're going to try it with a 5-shot group with the Gecko match as well. I kind of expect they'll be very similar grouping, but really fun gun. Again, I forget. I know I looked up the date code on this one, but all that information is on my phone, which is what I'm recording with. So, but I know it was 1937, but they made these between 1935 and 1937. And I did have a regular 41, but I sold it. I didn't have much fun shooting that without the peep sights, and I sold that one off. But I had to keep this one. So let's go ahead and see if I can hit anything. Oop. This one you have to manually cock it after you load it. Gets me almost every time, just like the automatic safeties on all those 22 or air rifles these days. I think I see yellow starting to form on that splatter burst there. I did shoot a couple of groups with it before I started up the camera, just to make sure it was zeroed. I did have to bring it up and to the right just a little bit. Oh, again. This thing has a really nice trigger. I didn't bring my Lyman trigger gauge out with me, so I can't check it. I'm guessing it's in the 2 to 2.5 pound range. Really very nice. when I first started shooting years ago, when I first started shooting Bullseye League, I did have that IZH for the Izmash CM2. I keep getting my Bicol and my Izmash all mixed up, but I already had that CM2, but I was still learning really how to hold and everything. But I took this one over and shot around with this, and I didn't shoot the best round ever with that, but I actually shot my first 30, so we shoot 3 shots at 5 different bullseyes for a maximum score of 30 on each bullseye, 150 per round. So if you get all 3 shots into the center of the target, you end up with a 30. And this was the gun I shot my very first 30 with several years ago. I don't shoot a lot of 30s, but they're common nowadays. All right, look at that. I was able to keep them all on the splatterburst. That is impressive. For me, 50 yards open sights, I will take that all day long. All right, I'm not sure what the point of impact is going to be with these ones, but we'll just more or less check on the grouping. Don't expect, you might not keep these all on the splatterburst, but you never know if the point of impact doesn't shift too much. Love the smell of this powder. Smells like freedom. Ah. Glasses droop down on me and get halfway in between the bifocal and no bifocal. I do have my Tasco 3644 scope that I showed you guys in a bring home the other day. I did mount that up on my newest. It is my newest to my collection, but it's also my newest by age 513T. Mostly I did that because I don't have a lot of real target guns that have any kind of dovetail or weaver rail on it that I could put scope rings on. Almost all my target guns have a nurdle type mounts or no mounting capability at all. But it is doing really good. I'm going to do a video on that today too. It is breezy out though, so that will probably keep me from doing a one-hole group. And I'm only going to keep it at 50 yards. I really would like to try that at 100 yards eventually, but I need to find a less windy day. Seems like I can almost shoot better with peep sights like this than I can with a scope, because I don't see the heartbeat. I'm trying to calm down that heartbeat bounce in the scope. And that 36 power scope, you see every single little twitch. All right, let me see what I did there. a little low, but about the same size group really. Just a little bit, point of impact shifted down a little bit. I don't mind that so much, but that's still a great, really great group for me, for open sights, out of any gun. I've been doing this a lot lately. I've really been trying to stretch myself out and really kind of push my limits a little bit, and I think it's really doing good, helping my marksmanship out. But this is a fantastic gun. It's got a 28-inch barrel for starters. That was one thing that they really believed back in the day, and I still hold it quite true, that a long barrel does help with accuracy in certain instances, and this one really kind of proves that out. But I'll give you a flyby on the other side of it, and we'll so there you go. There, it's got the that bell-shaped cocking knob, bolt handle. So really cool gun, really cool. Other than my 146B, it's one of my top favorites. It's not the most accurate gun I have, but it just has such a cool factor about it. Single shot, you gotta cock it, you just gotta slow down and take your time. Really nice peep sights. I really love that about this gun, and it's so much fun. So anyway, there you guys go. There, if you've been on the channel for any amount of time, you've seen this one before, but I thought it'd be worthwhile to bring out and take another look at. I don't think I've ever shot at 50 yards on camera. I know I've shot at 25 and maybe at a gong at 50 yards, but never shot it at a target. So it's very interesting to see how well it did. But just want to say thank you everybody being on the channel. Just went over 6,000 subscribers. I never thought it'd be half of that or even a quarter of that. So I really appreciate everybody being on the channel. I'd really like to ask a big favor of everybody to check out my Pyramid Air link, Amazon storefront link, and my Buck Rail link down below. And if you plan on doing any shopping at any one of those sites, click on my link first before you go over there and shop, and I'll get a commission on that, and it will help out the channel a lot. Keep me in 22 bullets and targets and pellets and all the good stuff we need for doing videos every day. And I do post a video at least once a day. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.